Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This one is a quick one because it's the one that's arguably the furthest ahead of all the horses we've talked about so far. Maybe Statuette is a group winner as well, isn't it? This one here, Never Ending Story, it's actually cheating a bit because you'll see it actually won before the stream is before I learned how to do this. Just think, this horse was winning a Group 3 race and I didn't even know it was possible to do what I'm doing now, less than 3 weeks ago. It's incredible, really, that if people look to develop themselves, how they can do, and it's testament to to anything really. But this horse here, you'll see it was fancied that day, 5-6 favourite when it won the Tyros Stakes, which to me is always a race that Coolmore use. If you go through history, it's normally a Chesham, Tyros, National, Dewhurst. A few horses have done that. But this year, with the Chesham horse, Alfred Munning's not winning. This one's sort of come to the fore. It's by Dubawi, which is ironic, really. But the dam of it, Athena, you will see that she is a very well-bred horse in her own right. That she won a US Group Group 1 winner in America, Athena, but she had a low strike rate. I think that was might have even been the only race she ever won out of about 10 starts. And the second dam of that horse is actually Cherry Hinton, which makes Athena and all the horses out of Cherry Hinton really around the same level. 115 rated, a very good chance this horse will be around that when it's finished. I mean, what is it rated now? 100? You'd see that's low, but it's an early 2-year-old race. If they ran this race towards the end of the year, it'd be rated at Group 3, rated about 109 probably. You'll see when you get to races like the Autumn Stakes, what they rate that at. Just they expose the horses more, the ratings go up, just how it works. To me anyway. So that's a race I would be expecting to rate a bit higher really than that. Especially with it being looking at the previous winners of the race. It'd be an interesting race to follow, I think, the Tyros, just to see if I am right. But this horse here, you'll see Athena, Cherry Hinton was a listed winner herself, I think, maybe, or pattern winner, pattern placed at least. But she is actually immaculately bred because the third dam of her is Urban Sea, which is the dam of Galileo, See the Stars, all them other fantastic stallions. So that's why I never really bother even looking at the old site for this line, because there's about 500 stakes winners on it. If you look at Galileo's probably side, I don't know how many. See the Stars probably side how many. Urban Sea won the Arc, and then you've got all the horses out of other dams of Urban Sea like Malika. You look you'll see how many horses like Massar. She's in the pedigree of that. She's in horses of so many as well. Same as Cherry Hinton, if anything, a bit better. But Urban Sea, she tends to throw a lot of colts. Black Sam Bellamy was another one. Born to See. So many. So many stallions. A breed shaping. You don't need to go back in history to know that. So it makes it a bit easier, really. I don't have to wade through and find her on where she is in the big Patreon. If this site was being created now, the Urban Sea would be number one. I think this line would be number one, wouldn't it? Without any shadow of a doubt. It's sired the best stallion of the last 15 years is on it. So this is a line you don't really need to go far back in history to see its merits, in my view. This horse here, Never Ending Story, you'd think it'd be in the National Stakes. Oh no, it's a filly, sorry. Alpha Centauri Debutant Stakes and the Moy-Glare Stud Stakes. So this is a bit like Shale type campaign. Shale won the Moy-Glare, never trained on. We'll have to see whether this one will. But it's looking a very promising horse, I think, this one. Never Ending Story. It's by the time it gets to the end of the campaign, it'll have had a proper season, 4 or 5 runs, won't it, as well, which is what I think a sign of a good horse. Obviously, you will see one that'll go, maybe only have 2 runs at 2 or 3, and then that's it. But I think these ones, when they prove their durability at 2, I do think that's stand them in good stead moving forward. So that one I suggest we have a look at as well moving forward as well. Never Ending Story.